Okay, so we are at the Battle of Goldsbourgh Bridge. There's like biting flies and stuff all over the place here. They're really bad. It says it's skirmish.
Skirmish.
That's what it says. Skirmish.
We're 15,000 people.
All right, so the trail is going to take us all the way that way, and then around and through those trees, and then bring us back out right there. Anything you want to say?
I don't know if I want to read this or... So basically what I'm taking out of this is the fighting occurred in December 17th of 1862 and was the last battle known as Foster's Raid. So towards the end of the Civil War, which... Nah, from the end. So this raid lasted 6 days. Frigid weather.
In December. That makes sense. The gnats here are crazy. They're relentless. We haven't gone very far. This is You Are Here, and we started there. This is bigger than I thought it was going to be.
Alright, so this area was occupied by 2 North Carolina infantry regiments on the morning of December 17th, 1862. The 52nd North Carolina was posted on the other side of the railroad across the field in front of you. And the 51st North Carolina was in the woods behind you.
Like
whether it's that or farther back. These men were supported by several cannon and additional troops across the river and near the County Wagon Bridge, 1/2 mile upriver. Around 11 o'clock, several Union infantry regiments supported by artillery approached from the other side of the railroad tracks and engaged the 52nd. The 51st left the woods behind you and after crossing this field, took up positions on the right of the 52nd. Both regiments fought at that position until they were in danger of being trapped by the Union. Advanced and were compelled to withdraw. Some troops took cover in the woods behind you, where they continued to fire upon Union troops that were advancing atop the railroad embankment, while others crossed the railroad bridge and took position on the north bank of the Neuse River. So I think this is... So, oh my goodness. Bugs are horrible here. If you come here, bug spray.
Take a bath in it beforehand.
So I'm guessing right up here on the top of the ridge line are the tracks, or were the tracks.
You can still see them.
So it says it was along the top of this railroad embankment that one Union regiment, the 17th Massachusetts, approached the railroad bridge 1/4 mile to your left. So it's going to be down there. As men from the 17th advanced atop the embankment, they came under fire from Confederate troops in the woods across the field behind you. One survivor recalled. From the skirts of the woods bordering the field on the left came whiz, a volley of musketry fire by file, followed by half a minute's time by another volley delivered at once, and then commenced the scene that it would be vain to attempt to describe. In less time than I can relate it, every man who was not wounded had jumped, tumbled headlong, or rolled over into the ditch at the right of the track, and the regiment was thrown into the wildest confusion. After regaining their composure, the Massachusetts men began to It rapid fire upon the enemy using the elevated bed of the railroad as the breastwork. To add to their woes, the 17th was also subjected to artillery fire from the railroad car fitted with cannon, which was located at the entrance of the railroad bridge to your left and was firing down the tracks. One Union soldier noted that this gun sent its bolts with such earnest precision as to force us to leave the track and hug the embankment. Yeah, I would too. Alright, moving on from the bugs.
Or we're taking them with us. So now we're in the tree line and we're off to the actual
I would guess
bridge?
the bridge.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you're in North Carolina, there's signs everywhere that says watch out for certain kinds of critters. I'm not a snake fan,
Must be a squirrel, but
they say to watch out for snakes, so I'm always on the lookout for those. He seems to find all the squirrels, so that's awesome. As long as we don't find any snakes. We've seen one, and he was a little bitty mud snake. I looked that one up.
huh, it's in swamp area when it gets a lot of rain.
Must be swampy.
Well, I was hearing stuff, and it could be squirrels. It's like when you're out hunting, you're like, oh, here comes something, and it's a dang squirrel.
Squirrel.
Or a bird.
Or if you look at these giant flies, it could be a fly. Things are massive. All right, what is this here we're finding?
So yeah, train track's still there. It's like,
Yep. I think you can see it, but the train tracks are still up there.
Confederate earthworks.
Oh,
So
yep,
this
just
is
like every place
basically
else we've seen.
their entrenchments for providing cover, concealment. Earthworks were built by Confederate forces before the battle for defense of the railroad bridge. A young Goldsbourgh boy named Frank Castix saw this work on the visit the day after the battle, remarking the Confederates had two lines of breastworks, one near the railroad bridge, another about halfway between the railroad and the country covered bridge. This work was also shown on the survey map drawn by Union engineers when the area was captured by Union troops in 1865. The work originally extended farther to your left and extended at an angle to the right, ending near the railroad bridge. These features were destroyed after the war when the borough pit from which earth was taken in 1839 was built. In 1839 to build the railroad embankment was enlarged.
Which would make sense, because modern day taking over.
Sit.
Humidity here is real.
It's weird how they call it earthworks, because I guess that's what they called it back then. But that would, I would imagine, be a little bit deeper. But
Really?
that's pretty high right there. It's going to provide you from,
I feel like that's pretty good cover. Like it's deep enough.
yeah.
It'll definitely provide cover.
Earthwork cross section. So yeah, kind of how they even did it in World War I. Because you don't want to have a single straight line, because it wouldn't take you long for the guns to zero in on their distance.
And then are you having people lined up in both trenches, so to speak?
Yeah. So this is
This is it.
the
huh?
bridge. So it's a lot of reading. Too bad it's not covered like that anymore, because that would be cool.
Yeah. It's kind of covered.
Well, I mean, the old country.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying it's got a trestle to it. You want to walk out?
Good
on
grief,
the
it's
end?
warm.
always make the tallest person go first. That way they can knock down all the spider webs. Ooh.
That's better.
All right. And then, can you see it? There you can. So that's the bridge that the battle was fought over. Maybe not that specific bridge, but that's the location. Right?
Yep. So all they did was upgrade and modernized it. It was a wood covered bridge back in the time, but now it's just
Metal.
mosquitoes.
Metal and concrete. Oh, I guess it's brick. Wonder if the brick's the same.
It looks like it.
Yeah, it definitely looks like it could be. All right. We're gonna skedaddle back this way. Hopefully get out of the reach of these mosquitoes and
Looks like
flies.
there's more trails, but not prepared for that.
No. Honestly, I didn't believe it was going to be like this. I thought it was going to be just quick and simple. So I didn't even think to put bug spray or anything on.
Oh yeah, well it's in the middle of the day. They were killing us out in the field. Here it makes more sense, but
Yeah.
back in the openness.
I wish that the websites and stuff had a little bit more information. So before you get here, you have a little more to go on. The very first information plaque, sign, whatever you call it, had basically what you read online. And then the rest of it, I had no idea this was here. That you had to walk back here. And I mean, I'm impressed by it because I thought it was going to be something small and simple.
Yeah.
This definitely isn't what I expected, which is good, but...
Well, part of it too is this is a state run and not a federal. So if it was a federal monument or something like that, there's gonna be a whole lot more to it.
Yeah.
Better upkeep. I mean, it's not bad,
No.
but you know, your walking trails would probably be paved. I don't think it needs to be, but
Cleaned up maybe, but maybe that's a volunteer thing we can look into. See if there's a way to volunteer to come and do something like that.
I would almost guarantee there is.
All right, Confederate counterattack. So this is saying where they were saying the
So that's
20 or 51st was over here.
yeah, the 51st and the 52nd were over there.
Oh.
Mill Pond, because this should be us. Look at that one. I got a bug on my back.
Yep.
I can through my damn shirt. So after Union, I'm not gonna be able to do this.
It's okay.
I refuse to get chewed up.
Let's see what's over here. Just more earthworks. Can't imagine that's an original stove, but we'll come over here because it looks like it might be implied. Ooh. Which would make sense because if they're hunkering down in this area, and you can see how it would be very difficult to get around.
So this is just probably grown up.
Yeah.
Holy crap, that's nasty.
Yeah, but the shade feels nice. Okay. All right, we're gonna cut this one a little short because of the critters. They're definitely out for blood. And well, neither one of us has extra to spare, so we're gonna keep on trucking.
So I would. I'd come out here again and better dressed and then walk the trails, but definitely have some, take a bug spray bath first.
Right? Bug spray bath, long sleeves, pants, hat, water bottle.
This is like, what, 10 minutes away?
Yeah, it said it was 9 minutes away. So it was just a spur of the moment opportunity to get out and see something in our own backyard today.